What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking Season 6. I'm going to give you all the full details about what you need to know. Number one, they did get me with this. This is actually like your player card, so when you first log into Season 6, you're going to have the option during the new seasons to change your team. Now, we all saw what happened in the Super Bowl, so I don't really care about any of the NFL teams. Like, I'm not a fan of any of the teams. I just pretty much root for players. So Kansas City is out. Like, when you get whipped like that, I got to take a look at it. So all you Chiefs fans that are still healing from your wounds, it's all good. Right now, we were trying to figure out exactly what team we wanted to go with. Ultimately, we're going to decide to go with New York because you know what it is. New York is the city. It is what it is. We did consider heavily going Washington. Based on Jaden Daniels, but it's sort of like, yo, you got the whole season, and we know if we pick New York, we're probably going to get like some really cool art, you know, probably having to do with Lawrence Taylor and stuff like that. So that's all good. I was good with it, and everything worked out pretty well. But like, pick whatever you want. Just remember, it's going to cost you $10. All right, if you want the customized player card. I think that that's very important because, like I said, when they introduced this last season, I thought this was the field pass, so I just bought it. And then I was like, oh snap, I gotta buy another field pass, which is another $15. So I'm like, all right, every season EA is gonna get $25 from me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So we're gonna choose the New York Giants. Now look, I don't care about like how trash they are. I'm just doing it for the city. And yeah, I know they play in, you know, in New Jersey, but it's still New York. They're the New York Football Giants. So we're good with that. So look, for the purpose of letting you guys see that you can go on without purchasing, I went with the free pass just to let you guys know this is something you can do. When you come back later, you can then do the premium, and then you can get everything that you didn't get initially. All right, so right now what we're looking at is the actual opening from the welcome pack for Season 6. And a lot of the questions that are asked when you jump into a new season of Madden, who are the best players that are available? All right, very good question. Who are the best players, right? We're going to actually give you guys the answer to that right now. We're going to take a look at everything that goes on. Keep in mind, if you do initially get the premium field pass for the actual content that goes up to like level 50 or 55, you do get a 92 overall upgrade, so you don't have to buy that in the store. All right? If you're just planning on going and getting the premium right away, I didn't do that. So I had to go back. And then I was like, oh snap, I already bought a 92 inside the store for the token, and I wasted that, you know, the season tickets. Because when you choose one of the players, you can get one of them to go to 96 immediately. Later on in the season, you'll get the last two collectibles where you'll be able to upgrade your free card to a 98. So I showed you all the players. You know, Paul Cross, we're going to go over the abilities and stuff. Now, they do get 0 AP abilities, but unfortunately, they still charge for mid-zone. Now, I do like the Paul Krause simply because he's a Washington Commander, but at 96 overall, is he really worth it? The answer is no. Because speed-wise and everything with the way his card is right now, he won't be as valuable. So I want to make sure you guys know, based on the way your team is, you have to decide what the best possible player is for you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Like, if you spent that $500 on Emmitt Smith, you're probably going to be upset, but you can also put that Emmitt Smith into this free card or this free card into the other Emmitt Smith and turn him into a gold 99. I think it's ridiculous that that's all you get, but you guys paid the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you would spend $500 with step-up packs, but some of you guys did. And again, the players' values are still maintaining right now. Like in MUT coins, it's about 4 million coins for both Reggie White and Emmitt Smith, so that's about $400. So you're still getting your value if you did get it, but I would probably say to try to sell them sooner than later, because by the time March hits, we're going to be in the season of golden tickets. And when that happens, it doesn't matter about the cards you bought before, because that's when they get the OP abilities and everything gets real nasty. All right, as far as Emmitt goes. Now, Luke Kuechly, okay? Luke Kuechly and Devin Hester. What is the point of those cards? Like, what would you be doing with either of these cards? As I go through the abilities, I don't see a reason for getting Luke Kuechly right now. Obviously, if you are a Panther theme team, there's no argument. You're going to grab him anyway. It doesn't matter. You're trying to build your theme team. And I get that. Just understand that you're still paying for mid-zone. So there are going to be cards that are going to be dropping very soon in which you're not playing for mid-zone. You're not going to be paying for mid-zone. So that's also very important that I let you guys understand that. Now, this card gets all 0 AP abilities in the final 2 slots. Could he be good? Maybe, when Jukebox actually mattered, but it doesn't matter anymore, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you were to do, actually keep that Emmitt Smith that you got earlier and you want the gold 99, you would obviously choose that card and put him into the set and get the gold 99. But when I looked at Will Shields, I realized immediately, at 96 with all these 0 AP abilities, he's actually the best player. Now, all day is really good for us because we run the ball a little bit. Linchpin, I have that for 0 AP on another lineman, so it doesn't matter. But he is actually, in my opinion, especially if you're just starting out, you're going to need a decent O-line. What happens is everybody, including myself, is going to blitz you like crazy. Now, does all day actually work like it used to? No, but it does hold the player up. And in most cases, that's all we're pretty much waiting. Like, we need the player to be held up a little bit. So that actually helps us out a lot. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're picking your players. Because if you just go out like, yo, I like Devin Hester, and you grab Devin Hester, you might realize later on, like, yo, that dude is garbage. And then now you got to wait to get other things unlocked. So this is inside the store with the season tickets. You simply have to go in and buy the tickets that you need. Now, well, the tokens that you need with the tickets. But just hear me out, right? I didn't do the premium pass at this point. That's why I'm still at level 1. So I already spent, by the time I went back for the 92, when I didn't have to. Because if you get the premium pass, they give it to you instantly, or it's like right after you start with the tokens that you get for the season 6, like what we were grinding for in season 5. So if you guys grind like I do, you would have had 3 XP tokens from season 5 that go into the season 6. And as you get your level up, you get all the other content. But if you didn't do that and you just wanted to jump them up to a 96, you could easily go into the store and just go grab them. That's it. Just go grab them. They're right there, bro. Grab all of them, put them inside the set, and then you're good to go. Like, in his step-by-step for his upgrade, and you'll get him to a 96. Now, if you chose any other player, just remember they get all 32 team chems. That's actually hilarious to me because they started the game off, earlier with season 1, where you got all the team chemistries, and then they just took it away for the next season. So I don't know what happened and why they're bringing it back, but it is useful for those of you guys that are building theme teams and are looking to, get your players to the next level. I think that's very important to mention that, because I'm actually going to give them the Washington theme team chem, because we're going to be going 40 or 40 Washington. Now, I know you guys are going to be saying, what's the next player? Paul Krause could be the next player that I take, because he, at safety, he usually plays well. Mid-zone probably would work well with us, honestly. So it is something that I will consider doing. But I'm just showing you guys step by step the way you can do it, how it works and stuff like that. So that way it's less questions that you would have. All right. So he gets secondary chem of left guard. We don't care about that. Here's a quick sneak peek at the level, the max level that, the packs that they give you at the end. All of them are trash. Let me tell you something, right? When you go after the last, all the end, when you get to like level 55 and you're looking at the packs, if they don't have those platinum packs, it's an L. Because the platinum packs will make or break you, but they're usually pretty decent. Now, here goes where it gets interesting, right? We bought, this is the actual player card, and that costs $10 that I spoke about earlier. So when you pay the $10, you get to customize your card, all right? I showed you the Giants, all that stuff. This is the actual field pass, all right? And this is $15. So however you choose to gauge what you want to do, if you're truly no money spent, however you want to go, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving you guys the information because last season, like I said, I probably wouldn't have bought the player card early on if I knew it wasn't the field pass. So there are 2 separate things, and yes, it is pay to play. And there you go, you see the token right there with the 92 overall, but you could see I already bought it. So just in case you're watching the video and you haven't already upgraded, now you know that this is available if you get the premium field pass. You will get a 92 overall, so you'll save some tickets. Either way, I think I'm going to get the Krause done anyway, so we're going to have to end up using that regardless, but I just wanted to make sure that I gave you guys that information. Now, we got lucky with this one. I don't know what you're going to get. I usually get trash out of that with the platinum pack that you get for free, but we got lucky with that, so it worked out. All the other cards and the packs are trash in my opinion. Now, to the field pass, let's get glitchy, all right? And let's focus in on the market watch and try to figure out what's going on, right? This is very, very important. because every season when you get these like, you know, collectibles and you get these tokens to redeem in the token exchange, they boost you up. Now, EA has figured out after years how to stop the maximum glitch where dudes were getting maxed to like 30 and stuff like that. I haven't seen that. So they probably figured out how that was working. If you guys are getting extra levels, let me know. But I think for the most part, there's no one that's really getting that instant boost. And it could have something to do with the fact that they moved the cards that were free along the field pass into tickets. So the system might just not be as wacky and it just works out. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't seen anybody get those really, really high MUT levels since they introduced the tickets and those players for the, you know, the different seasons. So again, you should have 3 of them. If you did not grind season 5, you don't have 3. So now you got to put in extra work if you want any of those cards that you're going to be trying to max out. Now, you are going to be able to get the 97 and 98 or whatever it is, the tokens that you can get for the free players throughout the premium field pass early, like you did last season. So that's a W, okay? That's a huge W. For those of you guys that were wondering how I got it earlier, I just grinded the game and I got everything through that, okay? Now, as you go through it and you see some of these things, right? And you're like, yo, G, should I be selling this stuff? You get some of these different strat cards and stuff. They don't have the value that they had in previous Maddens. And the reason for that is, even if you are a no money spent player, you get a lot of these strat cards that are B and D right throughout the field pass. So you don't have to buy them. I'm just giving you guys some insight into it because a lot of what you're going to get throughout the field pass is going to be B and D and you won't be able to make any coins off of it. Now, another thing that's pretty interesting is you can quick sell them. The ones that come up as B and D, you can actually quick sell them. So it's not all an L because you can get some type of currency for it. But depending on what type of theme team you're building, you're probably looking for the purple strat for your team card to get ×3 and stuff at this point. And man coverage versus zone coverage, it's your bag, like however you want to do it. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I do prefer, okay, zone coverage. So everything that you see me do here on this channel for this year of Madden is going to apply to zone. There have been years, okay, that we chose things to have to do with man coverage. In this Madden, I do prefer zone though. I think zone is where it is. So you may need to, you know, assess what you're doing. If you're running like loot blitzes and stuff like that, loot blitzes this year is primarily man coverage. Well, I mean zone coverage, not man, zone coverage. So you're not going to be able to take advantage with that specific strat card with the man coverage. So I would lean towards zone, and that's probably going to earn you some more. Will that change in the future of this year? Probably not. It is a zone meta for the most part with a loop, so it's probably going to stay like that. But EA usually alternates years. I would not be surprised if Madden 26 featured more man coverage, because they usually alternate with the way that it works. And I think it's just, you know, it's important to know, you know, the scheme. Like, what are you trying to scheme? What are you trying to do? Like, what's the point? Man coverage hasn't played well for years in Madden, even with the alternate year skip. But eventually they'll bring it back and it'll just be OP where the dude just stays with you no matter what. But for now, I would say go with the zone. I do want to tell you guys this. These Boomer Bust Packs, I get messages all the time where you guys are pulling some of the most outrageous things. Bro, I don't get, look, I've literally gotten trash every single time out of a Boomer Bust Pack. So if you guys want to open them early, you want to save them, it's up to you. All of this is early on when you redeem everything and you get glitchy with those the token set for the season 6. So if you did not have those tokens, that means that you were not part of GmiasWorld or you weren't grinding last season. All right. So this detail now with week 1, the sets and everything like that, you have the epic challenges. When you go to the epic challenges, go to the bottom one that shows season 6. You only have to play and beat 1. You need 3 stars to get more XP. All right. Anything else that you play prior to that will not register for season 6, and you will be wasting your time. All right. We ran through it live on stream. This is the end of it. Once you go through it and get it done, that's pretty much the end of the first week of season 6 and getting as much XP as possible. If you like the information, if you want to grind and you want to learn more about the game, feel free to become a member of the channel. Otherwise, you can go ahead and join us for our live streams, have fun, and interact with the other viewers and members and the Twitch viewers as well and the Twitch subs. And all you're going to do is learn and get better at Madden day by day here. So I would urge you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and pretty much start to grind out the first step in season 6, which is week 1, the sets, and the epic challenges. The daily should be automatic. Hopefully you enjoyed the content and you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.